Anyway, so Bobby Vick has said, I've been noticing Jerel Miller's name. What do you all think about him? Now, let me tell you what I think about him. Drug cheat. Exactly. I know my friend Max there, he's going to sort of sit there and go, referee, it's all conspiracy. It's all in Tyson Fury's favour. He's got a cut glove. Hi guys, want to enjoy one of our $50 prizes every month? Simply subscribe to our social media channels, tag your friends, and enjoy the content. Get boxing. Okay guys, welcome back to another boxing bants with my good pal Max at the Viking page. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm at home chilling with the family.
Well, it's always nice to be at home chilling instead of being in Newcastle where you would actually just be freezing.
Yeah, talking about Newcastle.
No, we'll save that.
No, wait. This ain't waiting. I was going to enjoy my night up in Newcastle if you booked the right day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Got the wrong week.
Well, guys, I'm terrible at looking what I'm doing, and I did completely book the wrong week up in lovely Newcastle. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's certainly going to be interesting. Anyway, guys, I'd like to start off by giving a mass thanks to the company we're now associated with that are proudly represented and sponsoring the channel, and that's Cornbread. And you can find details up there on my screen there. And of course, get your 30% off your first order of cornbread hemp anywhere in the United States. Use the code FTTV30. So thank you very much to them. And also, just to remind you, have your say on all the latest boxing events. There is the link to our app just there. It's totally free, advert free, doesn't cost anything. Not going to bombard you with adverts. It's just watch the fight, have your vote. Simple as that. Anyway, mate, so it's been an exciting weekend of boxing. Which we will follow up with our Got Chin show. Wonderful, really. Couple of dodgy decisions, though, I have to say. Namely, we'll start off with Mr. Masood. I mean, we went and saw Shabazz. I talked to him. Didn't know if you. Hopefully, you guys have watched that. He was really confident. He'd come off an illness, which means that the fight he was supposed to have 3 weeks ago in Liverpool, which he didn't give us an interview for, but I'm glad you did this one, Shabazz. Thank you so much. It was pretty rocky. I mean, even he admitted it wasn't the best.
Yeah, well, he took the distance, didn't he? So, you know, I think this year it's got to be the year of some shocking results.
Well, it's not just that. I think as well that it's going to be interesting to say the least. I had to say.
After Saturday night, I've watched like a few highlights, like gone back over them and that, and there's a few questionable referee decisions in there.
Well, we've been going on about questionable refereeing decisions for God knows how long. We constantly go on about it. We've constantly bickered over it. And now we just sort of, what are we going to do about it? I think is the truth of it. What is boxing going to do about it?
Listen, they need to start a complete overhaul. You know what I mean? Like different referees, different judges, and you start there, start at the top, work your way down. That's how you do on a company. Start at the top, work your way down.
So in Masood's thing, I mean, Tony Bell, you were saying it could have gone either way. Very, very, very difficult to sort of understand that because it did look like he was getting, he was getting taken on. Really wasn't it?
Yeah, listen. Excuse me. Listen, they both come to fight. Right, and sometimes when that happens, the decisions don't always go the way you want it to go. If that makes sense.
Well, listen, if you leave it up to the judges, you've got to accept the decision that befalls you, as they say. If that's how it is, then you're going to leave it up to the judges. You're leaving it in somebody else's hands, somebody else's perspective. And you've just got to have it. So all I would say on this is
we could go back to leaving it up to the judges' hands. We'd go back a couple of weekends.
We go back over the last 2 months with decisions that we've disagreed with.
There's been some iffy sort of wins or losses, if you want to put them that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think nowadays the guarantee you win is to brutally bash up your opponent or knock them out.
Well, you can't. It can't be any other way. Anyway, guys, if you want to join in the conversation, I know there's a few of you watching now. Do hit us up in the comments box, and we'll address any concerns you guys have and give you our opinions. We want to hear yours too. So, yeah, give us your opinions and everything else. So, come on, mate. Let's hit. We're off the Shabazz thing. Well done, him. Onwards and upwards to the next one. Hi guys, a massive shout out to our channel supporters, Cornbread Hemp. Many thanks for joining the channel. And if you want to save 30% on your first hemp order, then simply put in FTTV30 and that will save you 30% on your first order. Available across all the United States. Bosh. Let's talk about, what do you want to talk about?
Well, look, let's fast forward to December 23.
Okay, so this is the big news coming on that they reckon that Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker is going to be in Saudi. Yeah.
Dubois going to set to make a return.
Yeah. I tell you what, there's a lot of controversy over the Daniel Dubois thing. I mean, a lot of people are saying he quit and all the rest of it. Now, we were there, right? We were there. You watched the fight. We went to Poland. You did the business. And of course, I didn't, because I had to go back for a wedding. I spent 36 hours in Poland. What was that?
Flew me out for a first wedding.
Wow, listen, she would be still killing me now if I didn't turn up. But yeah, I he quit? Did he sort of go down? And obviously, people saying not the first time. Listen, when you're being punched up by an Oleksandr Usyk, right? It's going to make you question everything. And was his heart taken? Obviously, when he, when the referee said it wasn't knocked.
We've done polls. We've done a lot of stuff since then, and I even put a post up earlier this morning that Dubois could be possibly fighting again. And within seconds, a couple of comments come in. What's it? Third time lucky? Is he going to take the knee? You know what I mean?
Listen, he's a very young fighter, right? Yeah, he's got a lot of future ahead of him. Do you know what? That's part of it. You know, there's a lot of armchair boxing fans, and you've got absolutely, when you're paying your money, whether it be subscription or whether it be pay-per-view, you are entitled to that opinion. You're the one paying the money, right? That's how it works. Yeah, the whole system. That's how it works. And there's a lot of people that say that he did quit. He did sort of go down on the, but that's subject to an opinion. What do you think, guys? Hit us up in the comments.
I strongly believe on that night I think he lost heart.
Yeah, I think he did. After that knockdown didn't count because you argue Fury's given loads of times to get up.
I think he lost heart in it, and in the end he just thought, sod it. He got a stiff jab to the face and just went down.
And it just stayed there. Anyway, so Bobby Vick has said, I've been noticing Jerel Miller's name. What do you all think about him? Now, let me tell you what I think about him. Drug cheat is what I think about him. Okay, he should not be, and I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks in Saudi, right? So he should not be in this sport. Now, there's a massive difference between someone who's got, say, something in their system that's a really light bit and it's not, and another thing when they're injecting performance-enhancing drugs. When you kill somebody in that ring, and unfortunately it happens too often, someone has got an unfair advantage due to an injected steroids. That is totally wrong. If you've accidentally taken a substance, you've not known about it, that's one thing, okay? You can say, well, you're still...
3 times beforehand, it's on the same boxer, it's not right. No,
it ain't, and you shouldn't be allowed to fight. You really, really shouldn't. And I think it's him that Dubois is fighting, isn't it?
It's possible. It's a possible. It's not. I don't think it's guaranteed yet. It's a possible opponent.
And it's certainly gonna make it. And I wonder as well if we hear the name of Joe Joyce maybe coming in.
Yeah. But I just want to go on to Joshua's opponent, which I think is going to be Wallen. Is it?
What Otto Wallen, yeah. So if you don't know who Otto Wallen is, guys, he fought a Tyson Fury. He was the guy that was unlucky not to have the fight stopped because he opened Tyson up.
Across the up, didn't he? And I was lucky that fight never got stopped due to the cut.
Well, exactly. I know my friend Max there. He's going to sort of sit there and go, referee, it's all conspiracy. It's all in Tyson Fury's favour. He's got a cut glove, all of that. You know, but I'll tell you something about Otto Wallen. The man is game. The man, as Bobby has just said, absolute game. You know, and I think he's going to do well. The problem as well is, right, with all the belts tied up with two fighters, possibly, you know, hopefully we're going to see February Fury versus Usyk. It's going to sort of all be one, if you like. What I'm kind of hoping is we get that one champion, and then the different commissions then split the belts up, because unlike something else, unlike UFC, in the UFC the best fight the best, right? That doesn't necessarily happen. It isn't number one versus number two all the time, and if you're number one and you lose, you don't automatically become number two. You've got to get your credibility back, fight your way back, right? You don't get that in boxing, in professional boxing, because there is so many commissions. So what I think will happen, I think that after the Usyk Fury fight, and then the rematch, because we know it's going to happen, I think after the first fight they get some orders of mandatories, which obviously can't be done. You know, we'll have a unified champion one way or another, unless of course there's a miracle draw. I still think Fury wins that, by the way. And I just think I'll tell you what I think about that, right? I basically think that they'll split all the belts up, and we're back together with people trying to unify the division, which is not a bad thing in a way, but it gets more world heavyweight title shots. You haven't got to wait 6 months, 7 months for it.
Yeah, listen, like you're saying, if they're splitting up the belts, and which is going to be a good thing, that means there's going to be some absolute classics every sort of 7 weeks or something.
It'd be nice to see, because the heavyweight division won't be in such disrepute as it is now. So, I mean, so...
Listen, I want to get onto the subject of Wilder's going to be in Saudi as well.
Listen, they're all going to be there. It's going to be like, you know, you can have a Royal Rumble and the Misfits rules.
I'm hoping that Wilder jumps in the ring after Joshua's fight, or vice versa, and no one knows, come on, let's get this fight on.
Well, yeah.
I've been hearing Wilder wants to fly to the UK and stick it straight on him.
So, okay, yeah, all right, then that's going to be good. I will come to you, Jack Parker. Don't worry, I will read your message out. Bobby also thinks that Dubai needs to fight Big Joe Joyce. Now, the problem with that, Joe Joyce gave him a slap and broke his eye socket. So, in a previous fight, I don't think that's going to happen. I think you've got so many heavyweights in the mix that are looking to get up there. I think that Joe Joyce, you know, would be a good opponent against the Wallen, but Joe Joyce has got to learn to move. And I'll tell you what, for a man, when we're with him, he's absolute fantastic fighter, and he's a nice guy, one of the genuine nice guys in boxing. And he is, you know, now I'm 6 foot, you're 6'1", and he's absolute monster. It's funny because we've been alongside so many fighters, Chris Eubank, which I'll come to in a minute, and how small they actually are. You don't realise it, right? So what was it? I was with Shabazz Mahmood, right? And Shabazz, and you got to imagine the size of me, right, guys? And Max is about that much taller than me, not very much, but there's a little bit in it. And this guy is like, down here.
He's like, hello, where is he?
Yeah. Anyway, guys, don't forget you can go to our sponsor up here on the top of the page, Cornbread Head. Get your 30% off your first order, FTTV30, and it's compliments of us. Thank you very, very much for watching.
And I've used their products, and I'm liking it.
That's why his face looks like that. Take care, guys. God bless, and we will see you again soon. Bye.